they say space is silent. But on the coast of the Bay of Bengal, silence is just a warning. For decades, the equation was simple. If you wanted to reach the stars, you looked west. You looked to the giants. You looked to NASA, to Roscosmos, to the titans of the Cold War. But on December 24, 2025, the world watched a massive American satellite, the BlueBird Block-2, a 6,000-kilogram Titan, turn its back on the rockets in its own backyard. It traveled 14,000 kilometers, not to Cape Canaveral, but to Sriharikota. Why? Why would a superpower outsource its most critical payload to a nation once known for frugal engineering? The media said it was about cost. They were wrong. They didn't come for a discount. They came for the sniper. To understand this shift, you have to understand the crisis happening in orbit right now. Satellites are getting fat. The BlueBird isn't just a satellite, it's a flying cell tower. It is heavy, it is expensive, and it needs a very specific orbit to function. SpaceX is a bus, an incredible, reusable bus, but it runs on its own schedule. If you want a custom ride to a custom orbit, and you need it now, the options are disappearing. The waiting lists in the West are measured in years. But in India, the LVM-3, the Bahubali, was waiting on the pad, ready to fly. But availability is nothing without capability. Stop looking at the fire. Look at the cold. Deep inside the beast of the LVM-3 lies the C25 Cryogenic Stage. While others burn dirty kerosene, this machine tames a nightmare, liquid hydrogen, chilled to 253 degrees below zero. It is a temperature cold enough to freeze air solid and shatter steel like glass. Taming this chaos is the holy grail of rocketry because it unlocks the most important number in physics, specific impulse. Think of specific impulse as the mileage of a rocket. Kerosene engines are like muscle cars, powerful, loud, but thirsty. The C25 is a master of efficiency, squeezing every ounce of energy from every gram of fuel. It doesn't just shove satellites into orbit, it places them there with the precision of a scalpel. That is the secret. The Americans didn't hire ISRO to save money. They hired ISRO because this machine hits the bullseye when the physics demands perfection. But the LVM-3 is just the tip of the spear. If you look behind the giant, you will see the swarm rising. In Hyderabad, a company called Skyroot Aerospace is building the Vikram series. These aren't government projects. These are private rockets, built with carbon fiber composites that are lighter and stronger than steel. At their new Infinity campus, they aren't just building rockets, they are printing them. The goal? To launch not once a year, but on demand. The Uber for space is no longer a pitch deck. It is sitting on the launch pad. Travel south to Chennai, and you find Agnico Cosmos. They didn't just build an engine, they printed one. The Agnilet is the world's first single-piece 3D printed rocket engine. No welding, no joints, no points of failure. They recently launched the Agni-Sordid mission, proving that you don't need a massive government complex to go to space. You just need a mobile launch pad and a laptop. This is the democratization of orbit. And where will these swarms launch from? Sriharikota is getting crowded. That is why, on the southern tip of India, a new gateway is opening. The Kulasekara Pattinam spaceport. This facility is designed specifically for these small, agile launchers. By launching straight south over the ocean, they save fuel that was once wasted maneuvering around Sri Lanka. It is a strategic masterstroke, freeing up the main port for the heavyweights while the private sector takes over the low Earth economy. But the ultimate goal isn't just satellites. It's survival. The LVM-3 has a second name, HLVM-3. The H stands for human. Every commercial launch, every heavy lift, is gathering data for the Gaganyaan mission. When Indian astronauts finally climb into that capsule, they will be riding on a rocket that has been battle-tested by the global market. The BlueBird launch didn't just pay the bills, it proved the safety of the chariot that will carry India's sons and daughters to the stars. This is the new geopolitics of space. For years, the world relied on a single point of failure. But with the Indian space policy of 2023, the doors were thrown open. Private companies can now build, launch, and own space assets. NSIL, New Space India Limited, is aggressively hunting for contracts, not as a government agency, but as a corporation. The sleeping giant has woken up, and it is hungry for a slice of the trillion-dollar space economy. So the next time you hear that space is silent, remember this moment. The monopoly is broken. The lines on the map are being redrawn. We are no longer just watching the stars, we are sailing among them. Welcome to the Golden Age.